Coming up on the Paper Talk today, we're looking at Patrick Dorgu. What is happening with the fullback? It looks like, or the wing-back, it looks like he's going to be heading to Old Trafford. Fabrizio Romano has been posting about it, and it does feel like a deal is imminent. Also, what's going on with Garnacho? Is he going to leave Old Trafford? It seems as though Napoli are still interested in the youngster, and he could be heading over to Serie A. Plus, Marcus Rashford. Let's be honest, he looks done at Old Trafford as well, doesn't he? And there's a Paul Pogba story. Yes, just when you thought it was all over. No, it's not. There's more Paul Pogba news. Let's get into it. Jay here for Stretford Paddock. This is the Paper Talk. As you can see, I'm outside Old Trafford and it's all right. It's mild though. There's a few clouds, so it might start spitting soon. Get a minute spitting. Loads of stories to get through, so we'll crack on. Before we do though, make sure you are hitting like, share and subscribe. I want to get to 800,000 subscribers, and with your support we will get there. We're almost there, so if you've not done so, please subscribe to the channel. A lot of stories this morning focusing on transfers. We're running out of time in the transfer window, and it looks like Manchester United are making some moves. Now, first of all, let's start with the outgoings. Then we'll get to the incomings, or the incoming. It looks like there's one player in particular United could be getting in the next few days, or the next couple of days, according to Romano. But in terms of outgoings, Marcus Rashford, still don't know what's happening with him. There's a story in the Standard that Barcelona haven't given up on trying to sign him. There could still be something there, although it is looking less and less likely as time ticks on. Rio Ferdinand was speaking on his podcast yesterday, and he said basically he thinks that Rashford at United is done after Ruben Amorim's recent comments. That's what we were saying on the news yesterday. We said the same thing when Ruben Amorim was saying that basically he'd put the 63-year-old goalkeeping coach Vital on the bench over a player who doesn't try, basically meaning Marcus Rashford. That felt to me like the end of the conversation. I don't see any way back for Marcus Rashford with Ruben Amorim. I just don't see it happening. I don't think Ruben Amorim's going anywhere anytime soon. I certainly hope not. So I think Marcus Rashford does need to get a move. The difficulty you've got are his wages. His wages are around 300k, depending on who you read, 300 up to 365k, some people reporting. Who's going to pay that for Marcus Rashford? Even if the club eat up a chunk of that, it still ends up being a lot of money for a club to pay for a player who, even according to his own manager, isn't applying himself in training. So we'll have to see what happens. There could be a bit of movement over the next few days. Keep your eyes peeled on that one. We'll obviously keep you updated, and if anything happens, we will post it. So make sure you're subscribing to the channel. In terms of Garnacho, I think Sky reporting that the move to Napoli could still go ahead. Napoli still interested in the youngster. I say youngster, he's young, he's only 20, isn't he? When you say youngster for Garnacho, it seems a bit odd to say it's someone who's played in United's first team for about 2 years, but he is a very young player, hence the reason he's being sought after as well. A good player, a young player who's played a lot of football, and he's a match winner. I know he's had a bit of a difficult spell, but he's still capable of winning football matches for any team, including Manchester United. In an ideal world, we wouldn't be selling him, but we don't live in an ideal world. We live in a world of PSR, and it looks like Ineos might be making that decision to move him on to help fund other transfers. Napoli seem to be the leading contenders for his signature. They're flying high in Serie A. Listen, it'd be a good move for him. Would it be a good move for Manchester United? I'm not so sure. Get involved in the chat and the comments and let us know what you think. Do you think he should go to Napoli? Do you think he will go to Napoli? Chelsea, we're also interested in him. That seems to have gone a little bit quiet, although you can never count them out. And also, again, I keep saying it because it's true, we might see some shenanigans on deadline day. We might see some last-minute moves, or last-minute bids, whether that is Chelsea or whether he ends up at Napoli, or whether he even ends up staying at Manchester United, remains to be seen. Right, should we talk about Patrick Dorgu? Because that's the main story doing the rounds. Fabrizio Romano, the man who never seems to sleep, tweeted last night, or posted on X, if you will, about midnight, saying that United are hoping to tie up this deal within the next couple of days, 24, 48 hours, I think he said. Looks like there could be something happening here with the fullback from Lecce, however you say it, you know what I mean, the Italian side, yeah? United have been interested in him. We want him. The manager obviously wants him. We need someone in that position. I think he's a sort of left wing back. Looks like there's something happening there. Looks like Manchester United are leading the charge to try and get him. However, we'll have to wait and see, because at the minute, it's not set. It's not done. We've not had a here we go, or we've not had even the, what is it that he does now, Romano? He does like a lead up to a here we go, an imminent here we go, and then he does the actual here we go, doesn't he? He's changed his style a little bit, but we haven't had any of them yet. But I do feel like this transfer is going to happen. Get involved in the chat and the comments and let us know what you think about this one. We desperately need some reinforcements. We desperately need a wing back. We also need a striker. I don't think much is happening in the striking department. We'll have to wait and see, though. There might be a last minute move, but it looks like Patrick Dorgu, yeah, could be heading to Old Trafford anytime soon. It feels like we're in the imminent stage. We always have these transfers, don't we, where we go like, oh, you know, monitoring the situation, then it's showing interest, then it's talks have begun, then it's confirmed, then it's like imminent. Yeah, well, we're on the sort of stage where it feels a little bit imminent, where we're just waiting for that sort of go-ahead there. But I do feel like this one should happen. Let me know what you think about it. Now, another transfer that could happen, but won't, but I'll talk about it anyway because it's all over the papers this morning after a social media post last night sent everyone into a bit of a frenzy, was Paul Pogba. Do you remember him? Yeah, the guy that used to play here for Manchester United. In fact, he played at Manchester United. We brought him in. He played at Manchester United. Then we let him go to Juve for now. Then we bought him from Juve for 89 million quid. Then we let him go back to Juve for now. One of the best transfers in history. He posted on Instagram, I think it was last night, he posted a picture of himself in a United kit and what looks like him and Amad Diallo or someone. I know they didn't play together. I don't think they did. Did they play together? They probably did, actually. What am I on about? Anyway, he posted like a cartoon picture of himself in a Manchester United kit, and then he posted a picture of himself looking out the window saying, let's see what's coming. Now, the window he was looking out of, it didn't look like it was looking out of Manchester or Salford or Old Trafford or anywhere like that. However, it has sent the world and social media and newspapers into a frenzy, like, oh, he's posted a picture of himself in a United kit, even if it's a cartoon one, and he's posted this saying, let's see what's coming. Does that mean he's going to be coming back to Old Trafford? Now, from what I gather, he's eligible to play again in March. He obviously had his drugs banned, and he had it, I think it knocked down from a few years to about 18 months. He's eligible to play again in March. Could he end up at Old Trafford? Well, I think in theory he could. Do I see that happening? No, I don't. I do not think Paul Pogba will end up back at Manchester United. I think Paul Pogba at Manchester United is a chapter that didn't quite work out, and it's one that we all need to move on from. Now, look, maybe the manager's looking at him, maybe he's looking at the fact he can't sign anyone, or he hasn't got the money to sign anyone, and there's a player that he can get for now, and he wants to bring him in, maybe, but I seriously doubt it. I think Paul Pogba's had a lot going on, hasn't he? Not even since he left Old Trafford, even in the last season, it wasn't great for him at Manchester United, and I just feel like we all need to move on. I think he needs to probably move on from Manchester United. I think he probably wants to as well, despite a couple of social media posts. Get involved in the chat in the comments. Let us know what you think about the links. Do you think we're going to get Dorgu? Do you think we should? Do you think Marcus Rashford's time at Manchester United is over? It certainly looks that way. Do you think Alejandro Garnacho is going to leave? And if he does leave, do you think that could actually end up funding an attacker coming in? Because if we sell Alejandro Garnacho for, say, 60 million euros, I think is or 60 million quid actually, it might be, the figure being touted, that should bring in more than just Dorgu. That should bring in someone else. Is there going to be enough time to do that, though? Or will we have to wait until the summer when we go in for someone like a Victor Gyökeres? Let us know what you think. Don't forget as well to hit like, share and subscribe. We've got loads of videos coming up as well. We're going to be talking to Dharmesh Seth later on today from Sky Sports. He's going to be giving us an update on all the stories I've spoken about, and hopefully one or two more as well. Plus, later on, we'll be speaking to Stephen Alson as well, so make sure you are subscribing to the channel. I've been Jay. This has been the Paper Talk from a pretty mild Old Trafford. Thanks for watching.